Good morning, Yearnies. Kapla, Ben. Live long and prosper, everybody. Every freaking time. Welcome to this episode of Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown. We're playing again. We finished the game, but guess what? There's more to do. So, in this playthrough, what we're going to do is absolutely be able to do a manual save before we start each of the main missions. So the main missions and the secondary missions, we're going to be able to save that. Mighty Meatball 07, live long and prosper. We'll be able to save the missions, save before we start one of those disastrous freaking missions. And that way, if I stuff it up, we'll be able to replay that, get the hero back. I don't want to lose anybody. And I want to try and gain as many heroes as I possibly can in the game. So when it comes to the Borg, it'll be a doddle, a walk in the park. So let's get into the game. That's the rules. And of course, there's one more rule. You get to direct the gameplay. So as far as voting, so there'll be a couple of options. I'll ask you to vote which one or two or three. And throw them into the chat. All interactive, as much interaction as possible will be fantastic. And then we'll play as per your wishes. So we'll still do that and figure it out. Now, if we stuff it up the first time, obviously we can reset and try again to get that hero. The all-important heroes within the game. So let's get into the game soon. Okay. Turn the game volume up to about there. Sounds about right. Also, before we start, we've got some sound bites.
Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
So we've got the Catherine Janeway, where she wants to find coffee. We've got the...
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
We've got the EMH. We've got 7 of 9 being pretty kick-ass.
Resistance is futile.
And we've got, of course...
We have a Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
So we got all that as well. I've been mucking around trying to find sound bites everywhere and remove the music from the background, so hopefully won't get any copyright strikes for using just the voices. I'm thinking we should be good to go though. So let's start a new game. Music's just a tad loud. There we go, that's better. Alright, so we want to focus on the journey, recommend for players who want to enjoy the story and exploration without the constant pressure of the fight for survival. Resources are plentiful, combat is manageable, dialogues and away missions are less challenging, homesickness is a minor problem. Now, the reason I'm going to choose this one is because I tried this one off screen, and I tell you what, I died in the second sector. It was a shocker. So absolutely, we're going to we're going to go the adventure route. I don't know. I've seen people on YouTube playing Years of Hell, which is a great two-parter. But I tell you what, most of them don't get past Sector 1. So yeah. Anyway, we'll go the adventure route. So we'll start the game. You're the captain of the Federation USS Voyager. Manage your ship and crew, plot a course through procedurally generated star systems. Your unique ship build, blah, blah, blah.
So, a few days back, this Captain Janeway breezes into my cozy penal colony like she owns the place. She's stern and smells like coffee and regulations. And the kicker? She's served with my old man on the Albatani. Turns out her security chief, Tuvok, was playing spy on a Maquis ship that vanished in the Badlands. Now Janeway needs that missing ship found, and because of my past associations, I'm apparently the resident expert on the Badlands. I find the missing Maquis, she puts in a good word for me at my next parole review. Simple. Still, the view is infinitely better than a holding cell. It's not every day you get a front row seat on a brand new Intrepid class star. The USS Voyager.
Oops.
Might even get to touch the helm.
Might. Sorry about the sound there. As soon as I click off the screen, sound goes away. Right. Catherine Janeway says, "Gentlemen, welcome to the Voyager." Don't know who that is. That Tom? That's not Tom Paris. He's not there. Some other random. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment? Question mark. Reporting for duty, Captain. It's an honor to be here. Why do I say him in Sulu's voice? Hope I live up to your expectations. Oh my. There we go. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. With all due respect, ma'am, observer is hardly a title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in the sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. The Maquis, wow. I've heard a lot of stories about them. Harry, don't get too excited. Relax. I was only with the Maquis for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Could have been Australia, really. Alright. Penal colony. Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Of course they should. She is the boss girl. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. Oh no, those plasma tornadoes. Into the Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos on the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for the challenge. Of course she is. Did I miss saying good day to anybody? Oh, John, how are you, buddy? AKA Lars. Live long and prosper, bud. Alrighty. Spanners? I was going to say spanners. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in the system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? They're hiding in the Badlands, Captain. I wasn't exactly Marquis of the Year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us and a displacement wave heading towards us. Oh no. Incoming. A colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. No time to analyze the threat. Emergency measures are initiated. Red alert, helm. Evasive maneuvers. Too late, the wave will intercept us in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brace for impact. Here it comes. Oh no! Aftermath. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisting metal, sparking consoles, and injured crew mates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Oh, somebody's bonked their head. Oh no. Damage report! Harry says, major hull and deck damage, the transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got injured on the bridge. Doctor! Damn. Damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp core's gone to grey mode. We're on reserves, barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan for the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Okay, Janeway to engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Alright, skip the tutorial. We know what's going on. Yep, alright, thanks. Alright, so clicking on stellar cartography, turn it on. Whee! Sensors are picking up something out there, but, ... What Harry is trying to stammer, we're not in the Badlands anymore. They certainly aren't. They're next to the array. What is that thing? Where are we? If our sensors are working, we just jumped 70,000 light years into the Delta Quadrant. The Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Okay, so we know how this works. Right. So, we need to scan. Grab the deuterium then. Alright, well, that was the quickest scan ever. Okay, yep. Alright, so we're going here. Away from the array. Captain, we found an abandoned ship in space. It's powered down, structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. Leave the storage alone and focus on salvaging. That's the only choice we have. Let's grab it. We have 821. Thank you very much. Captain, we can now deactivate grey mode. Oh my. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Okay, yep, we know how that works. Click on that. Down here we have a little scale for those who have never seen it before. Tier 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 are all locked. We can go to Tier 1, which gives us some power. Our energy levels are returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now, what about this thing, the array? Harry says, I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detect marquee vessels next to it. Oh, a marquee vessel next to it. Alright, let's Scan for life signs. Scan for life. I just said that. There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? Failure. As it seems our sensors can't penetrate. We'll just have to see for ourselves. I want transporter room repaired and ready. Let's rock and roll. Mr. Paris, get us a duranium deposit. We'll need to repair the transporter room. Jolly good. Duranium. That is duranium. Right, let's go there. Won't scan the rest of the place yet, but you know. Alright, let's just take the easiest option. The only option. There, we got 80. Right, now we have all the duranium we need. Well, far from it, Harry, but... Engineering standing by to repair the transporter, Captain. Okay, let's do it. Transporter room is damaged. Let's repair. Oh, that was instant. Instantly fixed. Transporters are back online, Captain. Why the rest of the ship doesn't work like that? It's got me beat. Mr. Paris, set course for the array. It's time we got some answers. Okay. So do we, we'll just do a quick scanny scan of everything else. I think Voyager has nothing else on it. I think that's, oh no, one sneaky little planet over there. Another one down here. There's only deuterium and, what's this? Duranium. Right, let's go back to the array as she ordered me to do. Alrighty. Ensign Kim and Paris. Mr. Paris, get ready for your first away mission. Alright. Doggos, be quiet. We need a pilot and a quick-witted. So that gives you recommendations down here. There's only 2 slots, so there's only 2 guys. There we go, that's it, that's the choice. Start the away mission. Captain, we seem to have materialised in the middle of a cornfield. This place, it's eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? A couple of choices. Look for any footprints or strange noises, or scan for any life signs or strange energy signatures. Both not very good because they're, what's the best choice? Okay, we'll go the last one. Okay. Good. Someone, Harry, use their tricorders to scan for life signs and detect a strange energy spike emanating from a nearby area. Following the readings, they navigate through the corn and find a farm with people working in the fields. An old man sits on the porch of a nearby farmhouse, strumming a banjo. There's not enough time, he says. I'd just add that back in. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? We don't have a lot of choice, so we demand what's going on. We're probably too much red for my liking. Try to read his body language for clues. Well, that gives us a full green. And argue with facts that this can't be a farm on Earth and you don't know what's going on. Oh, we don't know what's going on. We'll choose the middle one. Doesn't make much difference, really, as long as you win. Tom and Harry discreetly observe the old man trying to analyse his body language. Something feels off, like he is putting on an act, but they can't quite put their finger on why. The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. Okay. You can select both heroes. Yeah, we know that. The old man isn't much help. We'll try and find the marquee ourselves. There's a large barn behind the farmhouse. The tricorder readings are off the charts. It's definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. Investigate the barn wall for a hidden door. Not much chance, but high reward. Try to analyse what these energy readings could be. Nope, too much red for me. Try to find a way to break the illusion of the wall. Okay, we got 20... 35, yeah, baby. And we're going to get some deuterium for it. Nice. Do that. Yeah, golden time. Harry and Tom try to disrupt the energy field, causing a flicker in the air. But before they can break the illusion, the people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion and the backwater dissolving to show a bluish, glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half Klingon woman, lie on surgical tables. Sometimes you have to make major decisions to influence how the story proceeds. These decisions are marked with a golden outline. Okie dokie. These people must be the missing marquee. They are being held here, Captain. We must get them out of here. Alright. As we do in the story, as we do in the episode, wake up the half Klingon woman. And this is Mr. Harry Kim. Let's do it. Your choice has consequences. Harry sprints towards the half Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him, a look of concern on his face before Harry can react. A blinding white light fills the room and everything goes blank. Harry, where are you? Alright, their first level up. Nice one. Tom Paris is unavailable. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her team when Harry unexpectedly materialises behind her. What happened on the array? Well, this didn't go as planned. I was hoping for the other outcome. Whoa, I'm back on Voyager. Yeah, baby. What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. Not quite how the story goes, but hours we were just there, right, Tom? Tom, where are you? Seems like he's still on the array, I hope. Captain, we're being hailed by the Marquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Oh, she's a feisty one, isn't she? Ramus, one of our own is also missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? Oh, she's a funny captain. We're beaming over, says B'Elanna. Face to face, despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Marquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. Of course you are, B'Elanna. Shoot to kill. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Oh, Tuvok says, likewise, Captain, Miss Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Marquis. But I never liked you, Vulcan. Just tell it how it is, B'Elanna. My goodness. That is unsurprising. I assure you I perform my Marquis duties to the highest standards. Petach. I think that means arsehole. I'm not sure. You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing Mr. Paris and your commander back. Let's. His name is Chakotay, and we can't get back in that easy. They're sealed and their communications are shut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering and find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications. Report back as soon as you have a solution. Roger that. Tuvok, Captain, the status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and the engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. They have been practicing. Prioritize life support. Secure core decks and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. Roger that. Right. So just that's the life support I'm after. Turn it on. The only one not damaged. Life support restored on deck to 5, Captain. Engineering office is now accessible. Beep. And of course it's a mess. Sigh. We'll have to fix it before we can even use it. Let's fix it. Repair. 2 cycles. Repair in progress. Until completion, it will be logical to scan all planets in the system and gather more deuterium and duranium. Of course it would. Okay, we have 2 cycles on the clock. Head over there. Engineering is back up and running. Engineering office, fully operational again, Captain. We now have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. Excellent. Building or repairing? Well, we know how that works. Alright, logically we should focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the crew's food supply, maintaining their physical endurance. This requires reactivating life support in that section first. Let's do it. Life support restored on Deck 2, Captain. Access to the mess hall is now possible. However, it has sustained extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed. After the repair, the crew can access the replicator ration. Excellent. Repair that. 3 cycles. Repairs in progress. Till completion, we should address crew accommodation. The ruined room must be cleared to create room for residential sections. Yeah, we know how to do that. Right. While waiting for our work teams to finish, we should continue to collect more resources. Indeed we should. Alright, so a couple of choices here. Captain, we detected massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of this Class J giant. So we can go the safe route. How much storage have we got here? 1,500. Doesn't really, we should go the safe route. Until we get more storage, we're just going to keep losing truckloads of it, so we'll just collect it as we go. And how much storage do we have for the uranium? 150, we have 52, and tritanium, which is required for making rooms as well, but it doesn't appear on the map. No, there is no tritanium. We'll scoot over here. Mess hall has been repaired. A ruined room has been dismantled. Alright, mess hall repairs are complete, Captain. We should switch to replicator rations now. It would enhance crew well-being. Indeed it will. Let's do that then. Plus 10 morale. Excellent. Oh, look at them all. They're all having a fat time in there. Must be ladies' night or something, because all the ladies are in there. All got their buns up. There's one bloke sitting in the corner all by himself. Ah, and there's the captain's ready room before it gets turned into a kitchen. Very cool. A little pantry thing going on there. Yeah, I didn't realise that at the start. Very nice. Alright, what else can we bring online? I think the science lab. Repair that. And what else do we have that we can repair straight away? Oh, we'll fix that little room. Ruined room removal concluded. Alright, so let's... Maybe we should rebuild some of the crew quarters. Let's do that. Select that. Crew. Emergency quarters. 2 dots. And we're in. There we go. Oops. Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Ugh. Is that what the blob says? Who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. It's the old man with the banjo. Very Deliverance. But his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. Shoot to kill. We just want our people back. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You'll just have to leave them. Okay, so we got some choices here. We've got a 100% chance of scanning the array for Tom and Chakotay. So we'll give that a go first. I won't rely on the words of a stranger. Scan the array for life signs of Tom and Chakotay. No signs of them, Captain, and no humanoid life sign indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? Action A says, like what Spock says, I shall and always will be your friend, Captain. Live long and prosper, buddy. Thanks for joining me tonight. Okay, we're going to appeal to his humanity. We've got an 85% chance of this winning. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. Perhaps that is the case, but I have no time. There just isn't enough time. This bloke has a time problem. Time for what? No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I have no time. Not enough time. Alright, we get it. We get that you have no time, buddy. You're used to talking it out back home, but out here, next time, let me do the talking. Good on you, B'Elanna. I should have let you do the talking. Your methods might have worked against the Cardassians. Oh, no. Not the Kardashians. But this is a different kind of adversary. Captain, Commander, I fail to see how this spirited debate will help us locate our missing crew members. Perhaps a more logical approach would be beneficial. You're right, Tuvok. It seems the Delta Quadrant is getting to our heads. What do you suggest? I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighbouring system ever since our arrival. Ooh. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It does too. It's the only lead we have. Thoughts, Miss Torres? We're stuck with each other, Janeway. We work together and go our separate ways. Fine. Helm, set a course for the 5th planet of the neighbouring system. Let's find our people. Maximum warp. Okie dokie. Alright, we're on our way. Right, science lab's up and running. These things kind of happen as we go along. We need to repair the sick bay.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
As I said, the sick bay. No, not that one. So we're repairing the sick bay in 3 cycles. Dock hasn't been activated yet, but that's okay. Alright, so not much else we can do. That's still being built. We need to go to the next sector. There's Voyager there. Oh, gee, I didn't do anything. Emergency quarters and the sick bay have been built and repaired. There we are, we've got a bit of room. We're still 38 crew members. Don't have a bed yet. And the sick bay is now operational. Excellent. What else can we make? Dual generator. Alright, let's fix that. And I'm probably getting ahead of myself here, but it's always good to have these things running. And do we have a work crew spree? We do. Alright, let's get the phasers. Oh, no, missing. We need some uranium. Okay. Let's go back to the system and get that said uranium. 58, that is an average outcome. And how much deuterium do we need? It can wait. We need to go to the next sector because she said... Whoop. And away. Fuel generator is active. Excellent. How much power do we have left? Total energy 120. We're using a 66 in the warp core at the moment. And there we go. We're here. Right, there's the 5th planet there. Let's just do some dutiful scanning. As we should. Okay, we got a science here. Alright, a spatial anomaly. We can go there in a sec. Clear more ruined ruins and build emergency quarters for the entire crew. Alright, we need to... Another ruined route. Right, so we got stuff here. The phases. We can bring them back online now. We can clear another ruined room. Let's just grab some more duranium. Oh, we didn't scan this one. There we go. Phaser control is active. Alright, takes us up to 75 power. At least that's something. Let's clear another room and be done with it. As long as we got these done early. Alright, get this deuterium. Are we going to try and tractor beam them? Do we actually have the tractor beam active? Must have. I don't remember turning it on. Anyway, 42. We'll head over to this science debris. Our sensors detected a small but stable spatial anomaly. It is not dangerous, but could provide valuable scientific data. Let's go the maximum one. We have a science lab up and running. Come on, good lucky roll. Yeah, we got 40 science. Not that we can actually use the science yet. Because we can't access the tech tree down here. It's not ready yet. Not part of the game. Alright, we'll head to the 5th planet. A ruined room has been fixed. We will clear another one on deck 5. Back to the system. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Right, so this is where this is going to differ from the last run through. So I'm going to be able to save now. So if I just hit return later, and we hit escape, and we're going to do a manual save. Manual save, are you sure? Accept, Captain. Okay, so a little bit of a manual save there. And we resume. Right, now we go back into it again. And Harry repeats that, and we continue. Right, so we've got a checkpoint where everything we did before is all good. Now we can repeat this if we stuff it up. On all the heroes. Let's see what we have here, says Captain Janeway. A new lead. Following the array's energy pulses, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Are Tom Paris and Commander Chakotay perhaps being held in this place? What makes this place so special? Says Harry. Alright, let's do a general scan. Let's see what we can learn about this planet. It has all the basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no rivers, nothing. However, there are settlements. Okay, we got an 90% chance of analysing the planet's atmosphere, so we'll just do that. Let's take a look at what happened here. Success, of course. The atmosphere contains no nucleogenic particles, Captain. The planet is incapable of producing rain. Sad times indeed. I've studied thousands of M-class planets. I've never seen an atmosphere without nucleogenics. There must be some kind of extraordinary environmental disaster. Yes. You can blame the caretaker. Polana says you can study the planet in detail after we've rescued Chakotay. Oh, she's pushy. We're going to check the energy pulses. Might get a bit more info here. Anything noteworthy about the energy pulses? They are consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of the desert. I recommend an away team investigates the area. There is something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. Oh, they're getting faster. The entity said he was running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we better hurry. Prepare an away team. Well, examine this world firsthand. Uh-oh, who's this? We all know who this is. He's a cheeky little character. Harry says, Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. There he is. I was just watching this episode before the game started. Anyway, first, a peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor the Marquis have ever seen such a species before. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. The hairy eyebrows are doing. Neelix, greetings. Looking for something on this dusty old rock? We wouldn't. Would we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours. Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as if, though, you've heard that story before. Thousands of times. Well, hundreds of times. Maybe 50 times. But the caretaker has been bringing the ships here for months now. The caretaker? That's what the Ocampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew to right. Two? He's probably snatched them here. Good morning, Acrimo. I was going to salute. Live long and prosper. They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But, Captain, it's a tricky place. Dangerous. You could use a guide, but of course, a guide needs a little, compensation. Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky void voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. If you can help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Neelix is recruited. Good on you, Neelix. Rebuild Voyager and explore the system or skip cycles until Neelix is ready to talk. Okay, we shall continue to rebuild Voyager, but first we need some deuterium. We'll get it from this Class L planet here. A ruined room has been fixed. And we'll fix this final one here. Okay, and we'll put in emergency crew quarters. No available work teams. Of course there's not, because I'm fixing those. Alright. Can I upgrade the engine yet? Nope. No available work team. And I don't have any dilithium or titanium because there's none available on the map yet. I'm getting ahead of myself again. Alright, so let's get this deuterium. 750. Thank you very much. And well, let's fix some things. It says you're late. Meetings. That's okay, mate. We can't fix anything. Alright, let's just do a couple of in places. Oh no. Accept comms request. Let me just fix these two rooms first. There we go. There we go. Anything else we can fix on this deck? Indeed we can. And shall we build one little crew quarter? Let's do that. Just there. That'll keep them happy. Right, here we go. Caretaker. What a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such A tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup. I'm something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alafarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah yes, your missing crew, right? Scan the southern continent and look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you'll find a Kazon Ogla encampment. Balana says, Kazon what? One Kazon sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. I hope. I thought you said the Okompa had our people. Well, the Okompa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal, Mage Jabin, the Ogla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff, but he owes me a favour. Alright, let's ask for more information about the Kazon Ogla. Anything else we should know about these Kazon Ogla? I just said that. Water is a precious commodity around these parts. The Ogla, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Send it away, team. Very well, prepare an away team. You'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Excellent. Fly back to Okompa. Okay. There it is. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Right. Do a snappy manual save. There we go. And now we can proceed. Captain, we've reached our destination. I just said that. Send an away team, she says. Right, so we got Neelix locked in. We needed a survivalist. And we don't have one of those. We'll have to take a Mr. Vulcan instead. And we need an innovator. Balana. Ooh, okay. It's only level 1, but we need to level these guys up anyway, so we don't have a survivalist. We have yellow across the board. We're ready to rock and roll. The away team materializes in a small valley between the dead volcanoes. The sun burns down on them mercilessly. The air is hot and dry, and a sandy wind whips into their eyes. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning. Probably because of the energy pulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Okay. We're going to struggle through to a vantage point. It's the only choice we have. And hopefully we don't roll some red. Roll those dice, baby. That's it. A number 3. The away team pushes forwards, battling the strong winds and low visibility. Finally, they emerge into a ledge with a clear view of the surrounding area. In the distance, they spot the Kazon Ogla settlement. However, the wind is picking up, and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Bum, 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 bum. Captain, who's that? I didn't bring her down there. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Innovator, design an intelligent shelter to withstand the storm. We could do that. Or we can analyze the area and evaluate the best cover for the storm. Okay, so that would win. I think we're going to go for this one. I want more gold. We're going to analyze the area. The away team quickly analyzes the terrain, discovering a natural crevice, offering the best protection from the storm. The rock walls shield them from the worst of the wind and sand. After what seems like an eternity, the storm subsides. The away team emerges unharmed and sets off in the direction of the Kazon Ogla settlement. Captain, we've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? We could let Neelix do the introductions, or approach in a typical Starfleet manner. Approach intimidately, weapons at the ready. We'll go with the Neelix option. Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazon Ogler in his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. The tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, Jabin their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman who looks nothing like the Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around the corner. Seems like the Kazon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease them, Captain? Okay, we've got a couple of choices. We can demonstrate strength to keep the Kazon at bay, or offer water in exchange for information about the Ocompa. We get plus 15 duranium or 100 morale. But there's a chance of doing a red, so let's go the good one. Go, you good thing. And we'll be all gold. Let's go. The away team offers Jabin water from their replicators. Fascinated by this technology, Jabin accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Ocompa live underground, their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides their only source of water. As proof, Jabin points towards the bruised woman he is holding as a slave, an Ocompa. He explains that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. Suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser. Ah! He points it at Jabin and demands the Ocompa woman be freed. Sometimes certain away missions bear additional risks. Just the little red pips. Okay. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Alright, don't have much of a choice. Secure the retreat with phaser fire is the only choice that Mr. Vulcan can give us. Go, Mr. Vulcan. The away team lays down covering fire, forcing the Kazon to take cover. This allows them to minimize their exposure to enemy fire. Jabin, although furious, seems to acknowledge the away team's fighting skills. They escape with no casualties. Thank goodness for that. And we should level up a few of these guys. A level 2 Neelix, a level 2 Mr. Vulcan, and a level 2 B'Elanna. Excellent job. More than gratitude. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship go between the two? Oh my. My dearest Kess, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you would come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to transport through the barrier if it has the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Ooh, baby. Excellent idea. Kess, can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course, that's the least I can do. Yes, it is. I'm grateful. Now, we have things to do. Ask Kess what she knows about the caretaker. Ask how Kess and Neelix met, and ask Kess why she came to the surface. Let's ask Kess why. If it's so dangerous, then why did you leave your home? I felt a strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, was unbearable. We once possessed telepathic abilities, but these atrophied over many generations. What does Kess know about the caretaker? What can you tell me about the caretaker? For generations, he has provided the Ocompa with food, water, and energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it, or where he came from? No, we do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. Ask how Kess and Neelix met? Yeah, why not? They're here for a long time. Good time, not a long time. Kess, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious, how did you two meet? I met Kess while I was trading with the Kazon Ogla. They enslaved her, but she was kind. Even to someone like me, I had to get her out. He visited me, bought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit I used you, Captain. I apologise, but I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Now we have things to do. Alright, somebody get started on that transporter signal amplifier. And Kess, we'll go to sickbay and have you examined. Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start researching the signal amplifier. Here we go.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Alright, there he is. Oh, he's done it. I'll do it again.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Just as he said it. There we go. See? Doc, Doctor, our Chief Medical Officer is dead, Jim. You have to take care of sickbay for now and his patient, Kess. There's no need for concern. I am capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulnar, a few minor bruises and grazes, nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable hands, young lady. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. I expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain? I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I do? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to and a sickbay to reorganise. Good on you, Doc. Alright, in the science lab, we need the transporter signal amplifier. Jolly good. Right, that's all happening. These ones are all being fixed still. Let's go back to the system. Research the transport. Right, okay, we're doing that. Let's get some more goodies. That one's full. That one's nearly full. We'll just shoot over here, grab this one. There'll be a decision for you blokes soon, I'm sure. And ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Alright, we're nearly full, so we just get this little bit here. Bit of a top up. Okay, and in place, we'll just do that. Oh, the tech tree. We can access the tech tree. Emergency quarters have been built, and a dismantled room has been fixed. The transporter signal amplifier has been researched. Captain, the blueprints for the signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Why didn't I think of that? Alright. No available work team. Right, so we need to just... These green bits. Remove that room. And build that quarters. Right, there's 26 people sleeping in the hallways now. I need to go here to repair the workshop. 2 cycles. So if we just quickly... 1 and 2. It is fixed. Workshop repaired, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Transporter signal amplifier blueprints. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, now we can do some research. Engineering. What was the first thing we should do is... Speed crap up. Clearing ruined rooms gives back plus 25% more resources. Right, let's research that. But then we have to go back to the science room. And... Oh no, we don't have to do anything because it's in the workshop now. It's in the workshop. Silly sausage. Right. Okay, so we're going to craft that. Before we'll head back to a compound. It'll probably be ready. Not quite. Now it is ready. The signal amplifier has been completed and is ready to use, Captain. It would be wise to make haste back to the Ucompa. Indeed it would. But I tricked you because we're already there. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Alright, we just need to do a snappy manual save. Just in case I screw the pooch. Resume. Okay, Harry, let's send it away, team. Come on down. Who we got? We got Kess, who is an Ocompa. We need her. We need Mr. Vulcan. And we need somebody with engineering skills. Ooh, Mr. Neelix or Miss Balana. Alright, I think we'll take Balana and start the mission. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kazon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they flinch in fear and back off a bit. Watch out, shouts one of them. The foreign warriors are back. Yeah, well, you better believe it, buddy. Captain, the Kazon seem hesitant, almost fearful. What are our orders? Well, that's pretty crappy. What have we got here? Ignore the Kazon and approach directly through the tunnel entrance. Yes, I tell you what. Might be failing for the first time today here. Oh no, the away team's bold move takes the Kazon by surprise. A few confused Kazon fire warning shots, but quickly cease fire when the away team shows no reaction. The Kazon make no further attempts to interfere as the away team enters the tunnels. Oh, that was a failure, was it? Righto. Captain, we've reached the tunnel entrance. Using the transporter signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Use the amplifier or use the amplifier. It's the same one. Alright. Oh, right, okay. So science version or we've got the engineering version. We'll take the engineering version from Balana, thank you very much. Ugh, what a crap spin. Roll, I mean. The away team deploys the transporter signal amplifier, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field. They successfully transport themselves through the opening and into the tunnel. Beyond the barrier, the tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight. Embedded in a large cavern is a futuristic environment with smooth white walls glowing with warm white light and sprinkled with patches of green. This is the Ocompa City. Captain, we're outside the Ocompa City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chakotay? Well, of course, we're going to let Kess do the work for us. That's why we brought her along. Excellent. Kess approaches a group of Ocompa, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chakotay. The Ocompa, touched by a concern, eagerly provide direction to a medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members awake but disorientated, surrounded by a strange medical equipment. Chakotay instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation can occur, the ground starts to shake violently. A message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of the reunion. The caretaker array has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. Oh no, we need to get out of here. Lead the team through the collapsing tunnels or clear a path through any debris or obstacles. We'll take the best reward, some duranium. Come on, Mr. Tuvok. Alrighty, the away team clears the path through the collapsing tunnels, using their phasers to blast away debris and create a safe passage. They dodge falling rocks and collapsing ceilings, ensuring everybody escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. The tremors are interfering with the signal's amplifier. Focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Alright, so what have we got here? Stabilize the transporter signal amplifier by adjusting its frequency and modulation. And Balana can do that with ease. Analyze the tremors, interference pattern, and recalibrate the transporter signal amplifier accordingly. Right, so we get a reward, 18 science. Let's take that. Oh, it's all gold. We're in. The team analyses the tremor's interference pattern and quickly recalibrates the transporter's signal amplifier to compensate. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back on Voyager. Plus 27. Like it, I like it. Alright. So we have leveled up these two to level 3 and Kess to level 2. Good job, team. Chakotay's back. Sorry, he's never left. I mean, he never came. Chakotay, unexpected allies, back on Voyager. From Paris breathes a sigh of relief while Chakotay eyes his Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Marquis commander struggles to understand all this sudden alliance. Commander Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway, and Mr. Paris, it's good to have my pilot back. What? No champagne? Not even the replicated stuff? He's a cheeky monkey. Oh, pardon me. I'm Commander Chakotay of the Marquis. Taurus, what is going on here? Long story, Chakotay. Short version, we're stuck with Federation sycophants in the Delta Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting back home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. Okay. Ask what they learned about the caretaker. They say he's been acting out of the ordinary lately, abducting people. And he's increasing their power supply to half a decade. It's only 5 years. He destroyed the tunnels. It sounds like he's preparing for something, but what? Ask about what they learned about the Ocampa. Naive, friendly, they don't get out much. And that's good, because they wouldn't survive. Apparently they've been living underground for longer than anybody can remember. That's true, our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals tell us the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? They mentioned a warming. The day our surface turned into a desert. On that day, the caretaker appeared and built our city. Since then, he's provided for the Ocampa. How selfless of him. ... It was mentioned that the caretaker provided the Ocampa with a mere 5 years' worth of energy, coupled with the destruction of the access tunnels, and his frequent references to running at a time. The logical conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as caretaker. I believe he is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? He says. Ask if they know why they were sent to the Ocampa. The caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. The Ocampa said we were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. Except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease, but they didn't last. They died. I want you both in sickbay right now.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Captain, their condition is unusual. It appears to be a cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it, rather violently, I might add. They're fortunate. A few more days and the cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material for what purpose? An excellent question, Commander. Appears to have introduced deliberately. Though why anybody would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor? I've already started the treatment with my expertise. They should make a full recovery. Good on you, Doc. He's the man. The Doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis, Captain. Aware of his imminent death, the caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. Not bloody long enough, obviously. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, one who would continue his work. This explains the abduction and consequent testing of individuals. from various sectors. If he dies before finding a suitable successor, we'll be stranded. We have to return to the array before it's too late. Yes, quick, run. Captain, given the caretaker's reluctance to cooperate, a more assertive approach may be necessary. The Vulcan's right. If that overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way out. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is order. Shields first, then phasers. Alright. Well, I've done the shields. I've done the phasers. All I've got left is to repair and activate the torpedo bay. Alright, where's that? That's down here. Repair the torpedo bay. 2 cycles. 1 and 2. It is up and running. Our defences, offensive and defensive capabilities have been restored, Captain. However, I suggest a test run to verify system functionality and to assess our temporary flight control officer's performance in combat. Excuse me, this ace pilot knows more manoeuvres than Starfleet can throw Greek letters and numbers together. Except for ones evading Starfleet custody. Ah! Ching! Ah!
Resistance is futile.
Gentlemen enough, Tuvok is right. We have to test our combat systems, but we lack a sparring partner. You have one, our ship, says Chakotay. Seriously, Chakotay? All the marquee on the Voyager as Starfleet target practice. What could possibly go wrong? B'Elanna, focus. We need preparation. I will pilot the Voyager, Captain. Just remember to set your phases to simulation. Oh, B'Elanna and Chakotay are unavailable. I'll keep it in mind, Commander. Okay. Alrighty, so we have 76 power to 30 on the Voyager. Select a hero, this always helps. We'll have a coordinated attack. Tuvok can fire 2 simultaneous phaser salvos, dealing increased damage, 20-second cooldown. We don't have much. The Tom Paris, evasive maneuver, dodges enemy attacks for a limited time, granting a brief window of invulnerability, 25-second cooldown. And we got a rousing speech, resets the cooldown of all the heroes in combat abilities to 4 seconds, 30-second cooldown. Alright, well, I think the rousing speech will help in this case. Start the combat. The Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy.
What are your orders, Captain?
My orders are here. Alright, yep, we know how this works. Alright, we want to go offensive, and we want to take down their shields.
To attack the port side, Captain.
Okay. Combat is go.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Evasive maneuvers, dodges. Yeah, I know. We know.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Alrighty, that's looking pretty good. Victory! Yay! Hull status at 59%. That is not good. Boom! That is how it's done. Not bad for a temporary guy, huh, Tuvok? Your methods were unconventional, however the objective was achieved. An acceptable performance. One more thing, Captain. Whatever awaits us at the array, the Voyager should be in a support position for Voyager. Alright, have the transporter room standing by in case your crew needs an emergency beam out. Let's show this quadrant what we're really made of. Fly back to the array. Okay, so we got enough of that. We probably have enough deuterium. Let's go back to the array. Sector. Over here. Quarter problem. We need to address the lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the corridors and morale is suffering. I suggest building new quarters so more people can sleep in their own beds. You have 40 cycles to accomplish. Build enough quarters to accommodate all of the crew. Yeah, we can do that. Enter the ship. Alright, we have the plasma torch. So when building it, this is going to speed us all up. Not much else on tier 1 there. Except the small battery, but we won't worry about that just yet. To bring morale up, let's get the crew quarters done. They're better than emergency crew quarters, but back to the ship. We are going to make another crew quarter. Just there. And do we have a spare... Yes, we do have a spare work team. Build another emergency crew. So they take 12 people each. I think it's 12, isn't it? Yeah, 12. Alright, so 12, 20, so that's 24. That leaves us for 2. Alright, we'll see how we go. Alright, we are back in the same sector as the caretaker. But we do need some deuterium, so let's go grab that. 2 emergency quarters have been built. Absolutely amazing. And we'll do one more. Just here. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright, so we are going... How much do we need? Just under 900. Or let's use the Bussard collectors. After all, that is their job. Alright, got that. Full storage. Harry King, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the cargo bay is overflowing. If we find any more of this resource, we'll have nowhere to put it. We would just have to leave it behind. I was wondering if we could expand our storage capacity, perhaps a new cargo bay. We have 30 cycles to accomplish this task. Sure, we can do that, Harry, just for you. Alright, how many work crews? I have 1 spare. Do we build the storage room here? I would think that's probably where we're... Right, we need 3. The room size is 3. So that's what we have. We will put a cargo bay here. Don't need food yet. Deuterium's the big one, right? Alright, back to the system. Alright, so let's go to the caretaker array. Emergency quarters have been done. Alright, morale plus 400 because we fulfilled our promise of getting everybody out of the corridors. Back to system again. The cargo bay has been built. We shall make it go to deuterium. It's already there. Alright, so we get an extra plus 500 deuterium. And that shows up here. Now we can, max capacity is 2,000 deuterium. Okay, all good. Crew quarters have been researched. Excellent. Smithers. Right, what's the next thing? Inspired workforce. High morale threshold bonuses are increased by plus 20%. Yep, absolutely. Let's grab that. Before we get too excited. Heading to the caretaker. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Okay, just a quick snappy manual save. Accept. Yes, yes, yes. And back to the array. Captain, continue. And here we are. Oh, there's some K's on. Who would have known? Goodness me. It seems we were expected, Captain. It's the Kazon. The lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. We have our marquee radar manned. You'll have life support if this turns... Oh, sorry. You'll have support if this turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea, but let's see what the Kazon have to say first. Jabin says, "Why are you here? Do you truly believe you can defeat us?" "All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We will beam over to the array and see if we can arrange that. That's all. After your display of firepower, we do not fear you, but we are not fooled. We have no dispute with you. Then leave. The array is ours. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. The ray is mine. Leave it or face my wrath. Jabin, we can discuss this like two civilized. He's disconnected, Captain, and they're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. Alright, we should have the marquee. Right, we do. And the Voyager 76. So we got a 19, a 7, and a 7. And do we have B'Elanna back in here now. So let's plug her in. Instant shield recharge. She is so buffed. Instantly recharges shields on the Voyager. 30-second cooldown. I'll tell you what.
What are your orders, Captain?
Pretty hard to lose when you got B'Elanna on your side. That's why I don't want to lose her this
Moving
time.
to attack the port side, Captain.
In this run through. Oh, let's punch
Ability ready, Captain.
Punch a frickin' thing into him. Shields are good. Torpedoes will have to be fired manually.
Enemy shields
Yeah,
destroyed,
I know
Captain.
that.
Ability ready, Captain.
There you go. Can't get me. I'm a good one.
Enemy is fled, Captain.
Excellent. Is there one more? There's two more. Right.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Shields back up. God, the shields aren't very good on
Enemy
this
is
ship.
surrendered, Captain.
Excellent. Next ship. Take him out too.
Ability ready, Captain.
Spin around. How's our marquee raider? They're doing alright. We are out of range.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Good on you. Oh, Chakotay. Good job, buddy. Excellent. You can hire allied ships on the bridge to help in combat. Only one ally may help at the same time. Yep. Right. That went better than expected. Our raider is still in good shape. I'll keep it close by, just in case more Kazon decide to show up. You are strong, Captain, but there is strength in numbers. I have called for reinforcements. The array will be mine. God, he's a persistent bugger, isn't he? Then I guess we don't have much time. Hail our array. The caretaker. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back from where we came from. Impossible. I've barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Okompa. If I don't, the Kazon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. Okay, you must let go of the Okompa. Come on. Did you ever consider allowing the Okompa to care for themselves? They're children. Children grow up, they need challenges. Maybe the Okompa are stronger than you think. Send us home. You've dragged us into this. You need to send us. Captain, Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array's system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kazon. They will annihilate the Okompa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Okompa. Alright, what is right and what is easy? The caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now faced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Okompa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Yes. Captain, the Kazon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control systems to send us back? Alrighty. So an hour and a half into the stream, and with much talking later, the first decision is upon us, chat. So, do we destroy the array, number 1, or number 2, access primary control systems to return home? 1 or 2, the choice is yours in the chat. Throw it in there now, and I will abide by your wishes. Number 2, says the way. Must be the end of the tutorial. God, I hope so. We have to go 2. Yeah, we chose 1 last time. Number 2, says John. All right. Well, that's 3 number 2s, so let's go. Your choice has consequences. Protecting Ocampa would violate the Prime Directive. That is a fact, actually. My responsibility is to this crew. Access the control systems. We're going home. You're abandoning the Ocampa? To hell with the Prime Directive. They deserve a chance to live. Okay, so we're going to continue on. We're going to access the primary control systems to return home. 60% chance of success. Your choice has consequences. It's my ship, Commander. Tuvok, now. Attempting to access the primary control systems, Captain, and it's a failure. The systems are unresponsive. I cannot initiate the transit program. Captain, the Kazon, they're preparing to board the array. You must destroy the array, says Kess. Protect my people from the Kazon. It seems fate has made our choice for us. Tuvok, ready the tri-cobalt devices. Target the array. What are you doing? The array is our only way out of here. You can't. Oh, no. I can and I will. It's been so funny if it just sent you home and that was it. You know, I think that might be an option. I don't know. I don't know if that ever happens. I'd love to try it. Tri-bolt. Tri-cobalt devices ready, Captain. Fire. Here we go. Oh, the whole array is toast. We'll find another way home, I promise. Balana, who do you think you are, making decisions for all of us? It was the right decision, Balana. The Ocampa, they reminded me of our people. They were fighting a more powerful enemy protect their own. The Ocampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? Yes, we are, Harry. Great. I'll definitely miss my next parole review. Funny one, Tom. A missed parole review should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Ah, thanks, Tuvok. Hadn't thought about that. Jabin is hailing us, Captain. You have made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Okay, Voyager's hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomena, or if the navigational deflector is offline. If the hull reaches 0, Voyager will be destroyed and the game is over. The hull doesn't regenerate by itself. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. Okay, let's do that. Because we are having issues. The navigational deflector is online. That is a good thing, right? That's good, right. So in the engineering office, assign a team to the repair the hull. Alright, it's happening. We have +3 hull. We are 240 out of 400 at the moment. We need to really get that up there, don't we? Alright, so we need to fly to the marked destination in the third system. Go, go, gadget legs. We have inspired workforce. Are there anything else that we can possibly... Science, active scan navigation, build training, increase XP for heroes in away mission. I think that sounds like something we should do. Right into that moon, just smacked into it. There we go. Alright. What is this mission? Caretaker is dead to prevent the Kazon from seizing control of the ray. I was forced to destroy it. Jabin has predictably declared Voyager an enemy. Now we truly stranded in the Delta Quadrant. With a hostile Kazon sect on our tail, we should put as much distance between ourselves and this disastrous encounter as possible. Do I remember correctly, in your last playthrough, that just... sorry. keep talking, don't worry about that. We were... Were you really overpowered at the end? Yes, I was. I had more shields and stuff. The Borg didn't have a chance against us. But I like a bit of OP. Maybe the next playthrough we'll go, we'll skip it up a level. I might have a bit of experience under our hands. Alright, so let's get this deuterium just here. We need, a lot. Alright, let's use the Bussard collectors. Nice roll of the dice. There we go, we got max. And we're going to collect some, what's this science? Alien probe. We detected an alien probe of unknown origin. Alright, let's do that. Hopefully you can keep the heroes and be ridiculously badass in the go. Indeed. That's what I'm hoping. Because we were holding on by the skin of our teeth as far as heroes went last time. We've detected a deactivated alien probe of unknown origin. It is not transmitting any signals, but could contain valuable data that we can acquire for scientific research. Alright, let's conduct a detailed analysis using the science lab. Green, yes. 40 science points. Excellent work. We need some duranium. Quick smart before we just tackle whatever we're going to tackle here in a minute. Field training has been completed. Thank you very much. Okay, that looks like it. Level 1. I know, hydroponics bay. For food. Not just yet. We want Captain's Acknowledgement. What's that do? Increases morale after gained by plus 50 after a fight. Or that's it. Oh no, one more. Hull reinforcement increases the hull integrity by plus 50. Alright, let's get that. And that looks good. And we are now around the deuterium planet. We have room for lots. Let's use the torpedo launch bay. Not using any torpedoes, mind you. Right, so there's 129. Giving us a total of 139. Let's get rid of this science. What's this? Emanations. Okay, so this is an actual episode. While scanning the ring system of a Class D planet, Voyager detects traces of the 247th element, a major breakthrough for the Federation. Analysing these samples could provide valuable scientific insights. Okay, I think this actually spawns a mission, so I'm going to save. It's a good mission, though. We're going to do a quick manual save. Save. And resume. And we'll head over here. Alright. Well, scanning it. Yeah, we said all that. We're going to get the dispatcher team to investigate. Oh, the risk is too high. Sending a team down. A sample is brought aboard for analysis. Okay. Let's send the team. Excellent outcome. Okay. Analyze. Oh, what happens? Numerous bodies were discovered in varying stages of decomposition. Each was covered in a fibrous membrane-like substance, creating a disturbing scene. I remember that. Was that they were in a cave. And everything was in a cocoon. All these bodies decomposing. All right. Scan the remains for residual energy or anomalies. Science lab number 1. Examine the bodies for clues to determine what happened. The site appears to be a burial ground. Leave the remains untouched and observe from afar. I'm going max science. Let's do it. Oh, average. Okay, morale minus 150. Only 20 science points. That wasn't a very good outcome, was it? Okay. Alright, so... we got enough of that. We got some of that. Let's grab some more. On our way back to this primary mission point. We're looking good for time at the moment. Alright, let's use the torpedo bay to grab some debris. A good roll here. Yes, please. Thank you. Very good. We did have a cargo bay we were going to do, but I think that passed. Oh no, we did the cargo bay. Yeah, we did that already. That's how we got up to 2,000. Right. Alright, so we're going to go do the primary mission. Didn't have a chance to save anything. Catherine says, 70,000 light years from home. It seems we're all in this together, Commander. Your decision won't win you any friends, Kazon, Marquis, and Starfleet, but I respect you for it. Their anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. 2 crews on 1 ship stranded in the Delta Quadrant, fighting for survival. Balana has been recruited. I know a thing or two about survival. The Marquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside and work together to coexist. Coexist? Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. First officer? You're willing to trust a Marquis with that responsibility? I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning, a chance to forge a new path together. 27 more crew join the Voyager. Hess Neelix, you wanted to see me. Do you need anything else before you leave? Supplies? Water? Medicine? Well, that's what we want to discuss. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we are both very much want to be part of your journey. I can offer you so much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook? Oh, you haven't lived until you've tasted my Angler Boss. I think it's how you say it. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer. Keep those smiles bright along this long voyage home. I feel you'll need that. A guide, a cook, and a morale officer. That's quite an offer, Mr. Neelix. And Cass, what about you? What do you hope to gain from this journey? Well, I want to see the galaxy. There's so much out there I don't know. So much to explore and discover. Perhaps this journey could help me understand my own telepathic abilities better, learn more, and develop them. But I also want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realised I wanted to help people too. Maybe I could learn from him, assist in sickbay. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well then, welcome on board. Captain, you might want to see this. It looks like we stirred up a little trouble, in a good way, I think. A sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from Kazon slave camp. Janeway wastes no time ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed on board. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian, Zybin, who was captured whilst exploring the Ocampa landscape. Gratefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking the doctor's care. Another 21 crew join Voyager. Oh, it's a frickin' free-for-all. Alright, everybody listen up. Oh, here's a big speech. The speech. Overcome our differences, unite as one, stand strong. Doesn't really matter. I don't think this affects the outcome. Stand strong as one crew. We're alone in uncharted part of the galaxy, facing unknown threats, but we will not cower. We will stand together as one crew, armed and ready to fight for our survival. We will explore. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, will continue to explore, but our primary goal is to return home. 75 years is not an option. We will use every weapon and tactic to find a way. Never give up. Never surrender. Right. We'll search for shortcuts and new technology to make us home faster. Somewhere along this journey, we will find a way back. Well spoken, Captain. Harumph. Mr. Paris, you've proven yourself as a skilled pilot and a valuable member of this crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. Good on you, Tom. Well, be quiet then. Perhaps a state that we would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Paris. Lieutenant Paris has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet you get your own promotion. I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Oh, poor old Harry. Oh boy, imagine me becoming a captain today. Oh, one day. Oh my. Good on you, Harry. Very well, gentlemen. As your first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Paris set a course. New course. We're flying home. Yay! Caretaker has been completed. We have recruited all the heroes. Right, let's just have a quick look-see. By pressing tab, we can see the heroes. So we have Janeway, of course. She has plot armor. Harry Kim, we have Tuvok, we have the Doctor, we have B'Elanna, we have Neelix, we have Chakotay, we have Tom, we have Kess. Somebody here is undiscovered. And we don't know who that is. Okay, that's okay. And there's only so many heroes, right? But we're going to see if we can get them all. And not... Oh, one thing I forgot to say. And not lose any. That would be a bonus, wouldn't it? Alright. So, we can go to the next sector. Is there anything on any of these planets? Let's go and have a look, because, you know, you never know. A hero could pop up here, there, or anywhere. So we'll go and check these guys out. Hull reinforcement. We now have extra hull. Is there anything more this way? On level 1? No. Level 1. We do have Captain's Acknowledgement, so we shall get that. And back to system. Captain found abandoned ship. Let's just... Oh, we can grab some uranium and some deuterium. Or we can get better. We haven't got the storage for it anyway. Well, this one we have. Come on, good roll there. Nice. Excellent. We are now full of the 2 primary resources. We only have 15 tritanium, but there's no more in this system. Alright, over here. Gonna have a look at this. Detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. Collect any resources we can. We only need 3. 4, alright, 4, that'll do. And over here to this uranium. Just in case. Let's just use the easy option. Thank you very much. And that's about... Alright, we'll just... This last one, just have a look-see. We have the Captain's Acknowledgement. Yes, okay. We don't have anything in the board. Engineering, we can get the small battery compartment. Alright, well, so we'll do that. Almighty says, so speaking of space exploration, did anybody else catch any of the lunar flyby in the NASA Artemis mission yesterday? Yes, I did. I saw it this morning. I was watching it live on YouTube from NASA, and it was freaking amazing. It blew me socks off. It was very good. Yeah, and the eclipse where the sun passed behind the moon, that was just very, very excellent. The way said, saw some random unwashed folk floating around in a sweaty box. Was that the moonshot? Indeed. Yes. Yes, I suppose it was. 3 sweaty men and 1 sweaty woman. They had a bath before they started. They used bloody wet wipes. They obviously visited Kentucky Fried Chicken before they left, and got a whole bunch of those wet wipes, and wash themselves down every day with the wet wipes. So that's what they're doing. So they stay clean. Oh lordy. Alrighty, so Captain, we found another vessel. Yep. All right, let's just go the basics. Oh, we got max still. Right, next sector. Can I just have a look at the sectors? There's nothing else to see here. Next sector. And off we go. Sector 2.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. We have been in the Delta Quadrant for an estimated 4 weeks. The integration of Starfleet and former Maquis personnel is progressing. Our current trajectory of 70,000 light-years to Federation space dictates a need for a long-term survival strategy. Due to the replicator's power consumption, the captain has concluded that we must transition to traditional nutrition and enlist the assistance of Mr. Neelix in locating alternative food sources. I have provided Mr. Neelix with a Starfleet Cadet's Guide to Shipboard Protocol, specifically highlighting regulations concerning discipline, resource management, and proper conduct. To date, I have observed no discernible alteration in his operational methodology or adherence to protocol. I will therefore continue to monitor his activities to ensure that his unconventional approach does not result in any culinary incidents.
Nice one. Yes, Almighty Meatball, the eclipse was very cool. Yeah, I wish they could have taken better images of Earthrise, but you saw Venus up there in the top left-hand corner of the screen. That was pretty cool too, even though it wasn't really high res. What gets me is, and I know why they can't do it, you know, have a look at the SpaceX launches, and everything's 4K. 4K video for everything, and they have cameras every freaking where, right? Yet on the Artemis 2 launch, everything's very low res, except for the pictures that they're going to send back. And I know the reason why is, you know, the distance between Earth and Moon, there is a lot of signal loss, and they have to use the Deep Space Network to grab all that data, and it'd be so hard to send 4K video, you know. So yeah, I think the camera stuff that they're going to send back, so they'll be sending that in their off hours when they're asleep and stuff. They'll just send a data dump back to Earth anyway, so I think that'll be good. Yeah, and yeah, they should have those images up tomorrow probably. Anyway, what's Lieutenant Tom Paris got to say about this?
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Lieutenant, Flight Control Officer. Has a nice ring to it. Who'd have thought you only need to get yourself stranded 70,000 light-years from home to actually climb the Starfleet ladder? Starfleet brass and Maquis rebels all crammed onto one ship? Found a good pal in Harry Kim. His nose is still glued to the How to Be a Model Ensign manuals, but he's got potential. My off-duty hours? I'd spend them on the holodeck if the damn thing wasn't fried. I'm honestly dying of boredom. So, to keep from going completely off the rails, I've decided to start building a holo version of Chez Sandrine, my old bar hangout by the port in Marseille. Turns out, when Starfleet isn't supplying endless resources, you have to, you know, conserve. And that, unfortunately, includes the food replicators as well. The captain wants us to find traditional food sources, and Neelix, our Delta Quadrant guide, is apparently the point man for that gourmet expedition. Sounds exciting. Neelix already puts our security chief through the logical ringer daily. Can't wait to see what kind of traditional delicacies he drags back when we actually let him forage for real food. I'll be sticking close to the replicators, just in case.
It's so good that they got those two actors to do the voiceovers. Mr. Neelix, do you have any recommendations for edible plants? Plants? Ah yes, there's a lovely little L-class planet close by, lush vegetation, abundant wildlife, and it's almost perfectly safe. Almost. That's reassuring, says Harry. Mr. Neelix could accompany the away team and provide first-hand guidance. Oh, pardon me. I'll second that. Lieutenant Paris said, of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to announce our new chief engineer. Lieutenant Carey, you've kept engineering running smoothly during these past few weeks. Thank you for that. I'm happy to serve, Captain. Oh, you're a suckhole, Carey. However, the Delta Quadrant requires someone who can improvise when Starfleet protocols fail. Miss Torres. But, Captain, I've been a loyal Starfleet officer for years. She's a marquee, a criminal. You're out of line, Lieutenant. My decision stands. Dismissed. Miss Torres, should I say Lieutenant Torres, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I hope we can learn to work together. Fine, I'll keep your ship running, but don't think I'll forget it was you who got us into this situation. I trust you'll handle engineering with equal determination. Don't worry, Voyager is in good hands, Captain. You'll have assistance. Commander Chakotay highly recommended both Ensign Seska and Crewman Jonas, both marquee. Foreshadowing. Well, that's not so bad. At least I'll have somebody to rant about Starfleet regulations to. Don't worry, B'Elanna. We'll find ways to adapt to Starfleet. We always have. Anything you need, just say the word, Lieutenant. You can count on me, says Michael Jonas. B'Elanna says, just do your job, Jonas. That's all I need. I don't think she likes him. You start right away. We're reaching the L-class planet and we got plenty of work to do. Alrighty, where is this L-class planet? What's this? Here is the Phage mission, submission. Okay. And over here is the state of flux, which means we need to address our food problem. We have 38 people living in corridors. So let's see if we can't fix that a little bit. Okay, do we have any decks that are clear? There's one here. Let's put a crew quarters in there. Now we have them. It actually provides no morale loss. We need 3, so we'll put some in there. That gives us 10 out the way. We've got a couple little rooms up here. So let's just clear one of these. No work team available because they're working on the hull. Alright, we shall continue on. Let's scan for life forms. And such, sundry. Because if we don't get the... morale is going to go down rapidly. If we don't accommodate the crew. It's up here a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately there are no subspace relay beacons for the Artemis crew. That would be good. Alrighty, just like Star Trek, you know. Right, so we need some duranium, of course, always. Doesn't GPS stand for Galaxy Positioning System? Wouldn't that be good? Use a phaser beam. Right, we're gonna cut beneath the ice. Okay, good one. We now have a full little container there. And notice the bloody tritanium is scarce as rock and all shit at the moment. What's this little love heart, man? Prime factors. Inhabitants known as Sicarans are practically rolling out the red carpet, inviting the crew to spend days relaxed on their world, promising a prime opportunity to boost morale and finally get some rest. Ben says, will you lose morale if you stay in the system too long in this playthrough, though? Yes, you will. If you stay in a system past the main mission, it continues to degrade morale. Yeah, absolutely. We've got 3 other systems there. Oh, what time is it? I think it's time for a quick break so I can grab a drink. I will be back in a jiffy whilst we wait. I'll just BRB in a second. And we're back. Right, we have a coffee in hand. So we're ready to rock and roll. Ready to take on the world, as they say, or the galaxy. Certainly the Delta Quadrant. Alright, so let's head over here. Crew quarters have been built, so let's go there. Thank you very much. We have accommodated another Tuvix Norlac. Right, I think they're just making these names up. We've got an Emily White there and an Emily White there. Right, I think something's afoot. Anyway, we're going to start clearing these rooms up here. So we have 28 crew to accommodate. Another ruined room has been fixed. Small battery compartment has been researched. Okay, is there anything else? Nothing there. Alright, what's the most important thing we need to unlock? Probably the hydroponics bay, because we're on a mission to make or collect food. Let's collect that as well. We still got the hull being fixed. Soon we'll be at full, so that is good. Okay, the inhabitants known as the Silkarans are practically rolling out the red carpet. Okay, accept the Silkarans' offer and grant the crew shore leave. Okay, let's try that. 400 morale. Yeah, I need that boost. Thank you very much. During shore leave, the crew discovers the Silkarans possess advanced space folding technology capable of sending Voyager halfway to the Alpha Quadrant. This may be their best opportunity to return home. Offer Federation knowledge in return for access to the Silkaran technology, or secure it by any means, or locate a Silkaran willing to approve to share technology without official approval. We'll go the sensible route. A modified matrix, trajector matrix unlocked in the tech tree. That is good too. Right, another 200 morale, and we offered them 40 science points, which is okay. Alright, so we have something else. What does that modified thingo do? In the science. Modified trajector? Where's that? Was in science, wasn't it? No? Engineering, maybe? There it is. So that gate gives us increased impulse engines flight speed within solar systems by plus 10%. Oh, okay, doesn't get us much closer to the Alpha Quadrant. Okay, so I think we should do this phase one first. Oh, do we? Oh, right, this one is we're trying to collect or produce food. Okay. Now, how much food does it want us to get? 1,500. What's our... We can only do 1,500. Right, so we need more cargo room. Can't really do that at the moment unless I bring one of these decks online. No available work crew. I don't have enough tritanium anyway. Oh, let's gather the tritanium. And then we can upgrade some cargo bays and shit as well. Alright. Let's get another emergency crew quarters built. Absolutely. Then we'll put another emergency one there and a proper crew one there. Alright, so the hull is nearly almost fixed. Captain, we need a warp core upgrade. Okay. Okay, we can do that in a minute. We need some of this stuff. Alright, we only have 16 crew to accommodate now. Let's build another emergency one there. And then we'll turn that one into a proper crew quarter. What do we... Can we upgrade the warp core? No, we need 30 deuterium. Tritanium, sorry. Alright, that's cool. Salazar! Live long and prosper, mate. We're doing well. We're doing another second playthrough. This time, we're going to try to get all the heroes. And we're doing manual saves before each of the primary and secondary missions. We have detected a Class E planet. Let's get as much of this bad boy as we can. Excellent. 60, and we'll get some more here as well, because we need another 75 to be full. O-class planet covered in... right, so just before... just below the ground, beneath the water's surface. Alright, let's grab some. Excellent. Normal difficulty... No, the adventurer difficulty. I didn't go up a grade, because I was watching some guys on YouTube, and they were struggling. Struggling. Real bad. Trying to get all the heroes. That's my goal this time around. Alright, we need some more deuterium, so we'll go grab some of that over here. Another emergency quarters has been built. The hydroponics bay has been researched. I think that's about it we can do on the engineering, crew and science. There's nothing on level 1 there. We've got crew quarters there. Nothing there. Science. We have nothing further here that we've unlocked. Combat. We have nothing further we've unlocked. Okay. So in engineering, what does level 2 get me? A workshop level 2. Bassard collectors. Okay. What does a crew level 2 get me? Delicious meals. Observation lounge. Officer quarters. Emergency crew. What does science get me? Gets me a better transporter room. Better navigational deflector. Gets me sector resources. Hydroponics level 2. A biolab. Alright, we are going level 2. Science. Done. Emergency quarters built. We will do a hydroponics bay in a minute. But let's get the rest of the crew into accommodations. Oh, there's a ruined room there. I didn't even notice. That can be the hydroponics bay. It might even be the observation lounge. Yes, hardcore was truly hard. Rolling the dice gives you way more bad luck, and that is the biggest problem. Yeah, indeed. That's why I chose, for the stream at least, this one. Okay. Upgrade the warp core. Here's what we're going to do now. We don't have the crew of... right, so the hull is fixed. So let's just unallocate the hull repair team. So we now have another team to fix. Right, so we can upgrade. Increases our energy capacity to 180. So let's do that. Grab this deuterium here. Found an abandoned ship. Okay, we blindly beam it aboard. Let's not do that. Let's take the easy option. Alright, cool. Another 1,000 of that. Excellent, Smithers. Because we're building rooms so fast, we need some more duranium again. So we'll zip over here. Grab this. Main engineering. We have our power upgrade, so morale is now an extra 200. We're nearly at max. What's our power situation? We still got 18 spare available, so let's just keep an eye on that. We won't upgrade it yet because what it does, it uses more deuterium per cycle. So we'll keep it on tier 1 at the moment while we zip around, just rebuilding things into the ship. Alright, we'll put a proper crew quarter in this one. that one. That's good. And we're just waiting for... No, we've done that. Go and that ruined room there. We can fix that up. While we're waiting, here we are. Class D planet, small planetoid, no atmosphere. Has surface trapped below the ice. Alright, let's go for max. You good? Oh, that was a crap roll, wasn't it? And 35 down. Alright, that's not good. Go over here. Another ruined room has been fixed. Alright, we are going to build that hydroponics bay. Technology, yep. Missing resources. What do I need? 50 deuterium, because I don't have any. Because that's where I'm going. Crew quarters are up and running. What's our power at? Now 106. Right, we have all the crew has been accommodated. So that's a pretty damn good effort. We've encountered a Class G planet. Atmosphere is toxic. Let's send a mining team. Let's mine some of that good gear. Alright. We got some deuterium and tritanium. Nice. We're full and nearly full. So we can build... Oh, the bridge. New deck. Captain, several decks remain inaccessible because of their life support systems are offline. Recommend we repair a life support. Alright, let's do this one because it's got a battery compartment we can utilise. So, repair that. It uses 2 of the 6 gel packs we had. Gel packs are very important. Let's build the hydroponics. We can do that now, can we? No, we still need 50 deuterium. I must just use it all, did I? I did. Alright, we need to get some more. Stop using the duranium, Gav. Tier, science tier 2. Alright, what am I going to research? A biolab, absolutely. We don't have enough science. Okay, let's close that off. And we need this. Oh, and we can collect some dilithium as well. Let's launch a torpedo. Torpedoes, Captain. Excellent. Good roll. Right, now we can build the hydroponics bay. Try that again. There we go. 50 food. Not very good, but it's something. Life support is being repaired. Okay, and do we need some deuterium? Yes, absolutely. Captain, we found an abandoned ship in space. Let's destroy it with a torpedo and get what we can. Thank you very much. Okay, I made a copy and yet I haven't drank any of it. So let's just have a few sips, won't we, while we're thinking about what we're going to do next. Yum. Alright, let's go and do the phage. Do I have all the major rooms fixed yet? We got the hydroponics building. I haven't got Aero Shuttle Bay, which is used for trading, and I don't have the shuttle bay fixed. Okay, I think I'm just going to put the hydroponics on pause for a second. I'll get this shuttle bay up and running because I have a funny feeling I'm going to need it very, very soon. Let's repair that. 3 cycles. We will 3 cycles in place. 1, 2. Life support is ready. Another 200. We are still under power. We have 7 powers available. Let's fix the damaged battery compartment while we're here. And 1 more. We got the shuttle bay is up and running. Not enough energy. Okay. That would be bad. All right, let's go to main engineering. We can crank her up to level 2 now. Okay. Oh, we've got lots of funny noises going on. Let's turn that on. Right, straight away. We have 59 energy available. We have a shuttle bay with a shuttle in it. There it is. And there's Harry Kim fixing... No, that's a girl. There's Harry Kim loafing up there with Tom Paris doing sweet FA. It's a big place. Love the shuttle bay. Nice. Alright. Alright, that's all going well. Except we don't have the kitchen done yet. Alright, right, the bio lab is what we... No, we still don't have 70, we got 65. Alright, this science lab is not producing enough science fast enough for my liking. Do we go and do phage now? No, we won't. We will go get some more, I don't really want to do this one yet either. Start a flow. Oh, this is the food thing. Right, oh, let's do the food thing. Battery compartment has been turned on. We now have batteries up here, and it is taking the current that would otherwise be wasted. Only 120 electricities, and we're using 120 a cycle. It's only going to last a day, not even a day. Alright, that's just crazy. Alright, one thing we haven't been doing is allocating heroes. Can we allocate heroes yet? Yeah, we can. I'm going to put Neelix in the mess hall. Thank you very much. We're going to put Balana in engineering, as one does. Balana, there you go. Warp core repair rate plus 55%. Thank you very much. We're going to put Tuvok in the science lab. Mr. Tuvok. Plus 12% research rate. Now that does go up with level increases. So that is a good thing. Now we want the Doc in the sick bay. Doc, you're in the sick bay. Plus 31% treatment time. Okay, that's cool. We can't put anybody in the engineering office because it doesn't work that way. We're going to put somebody in phaser control. Somebody from security. Let's not yet. Let's put Chakotay in the transporter room. The Doc will be useful in the science lab. You reckon? Oh, don't know about that. Alright. Assign a hero. Yeah, let's put Chakotay gives plus 4% to hero skills in away missions. As he levels up, we'll be better at that. Alright, so the Trek Reviewer. Oh, how are you? Lovely to see you there. Live long and prosper. Alright, so we have allocated just about everybody. Main deflector, we could allocate... Who we got? Harry, maybe? Tom? Harry. Harry's a good one. -1 damage per cycle for Phenomenon. Alright, he'll do in there. And... do we have anybody left? For shields? No. Bad luck for shields. Cargo? No, you can't put a hero on the cargo bay. Alright, let's continue with building the hydroponics bay. I think we're doing alright here. May I suggest something? Of course, Salazar. Of course you can suggest something. I'm open to many, many things. Right. Who do we have spare? Tom. Tom can go in the workshop. Whoa, okay. Let's rock and roll. Continue on. Hydroponics is up and running. Very good. And who's going to go into hydroponics? But Hess. 10% production time. She needs to level up a bit though, but we'll get there. Alright, so we've got a hydroponics online. It's only going to give us 50 food every 10 days. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. We shall return later. We're just going to do a quick manual save. Savey save. And resume. Okay. Now we can go into it. Send an away team to get the food. Alright, so we need a Talaxian. Here's the recommendation. Thank you. We need Chakotay for the shoot to kill and the diplomacy. We need somebody with science and medicine. Guess has science and medicine. She is the only choice. Yep. That's it. That's the crew. That's what we're going for. Captain, we've arrived. Half the crew must be down here. How can we proceed? Right, the Talaxian harvests inconspicuous plants. Analyze the local vegetation. Right, so we're going to get plus 300 food if we go with the Neelix straight away, so we'll do that. Neelix quickly identifies the delicious-looking apples as poisonous and the strange roots as safe and nutritious. The away team gathers a bountiful supply of food. Alright, so we got 300 food straight away. We received your signal about the ship in orbit, Captain. Ensign Seska is missing, and we can't locate her comm badge. Orders, Captain? Harry is a good scientist too. Alright, hang on, we got a... some advice. Tuvok is excellent in the shield room. Oh, okay. And the doctor is excellent in the science lab. I mean, right now, there is not even one sick person in the sick bay. That is true. There is nobody sick at the moment. Harry is a good scientist too. Okay, alright. So we can make some adjustments after we finish this. But thank you, Salazar. I'll go and have a look at that. Okay, so we've got to find where Seska is. Analyze traces in the environment for plus 10 science. No, that's okay. Spread out and search for clues. Plus 200 deuterium. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Actually, we can get more. Yeah, we need some of this. We need some uranium. So let's use Neelix. If we use them all, how many more things we got to do? 1, 2, 3. Right, okay, so we won't use them all. I don't want them too fatigued and not being available. Alright, so we'll go that one. See if we can roll a gold. Yeah, solid gold. Crew reports Seska was seen berry picking near a cave. The away team decides to investigate. Captain, we're hearing voices inside. Orders. We are going to hide and let them pass. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh no, there's some rewards. There's no rewards for that. We can get these rewards here. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go that one. Approach them. They are armed. Kazon. Oh, the away team calms them down, lets them leave, their purpose unknown. Seska is a priority. Oh, this is so suspicious. Captain, we're inside the cave. No signs of Seska. Okay, try to locate her comm badge signal. Not a very good option. Only get 10. Look at all that red. Oh. Split up and search every corner of the cave. Still a crap choice. And scan for... the weatherman is now following on kick. Thank you, the weatherman. Is this game fun? Sorry, I missed the question. Yes, I think it is. This is my second playthrough on screen, so I think we're doing alright. Scan for Seska's electrical signature. All right, which one's going to give us the least amount of red? This one here. Split up and search every corner of the cave. The best choice we have. We get a red. Oh no. Splitting up proves detrimental. The away team loses contact. A lone Kazon gunman causes injuries but after regrouping they eventually find Seska. She recounts a Kazon ambush whilst gathering mushrooms. I thought they said she was gathering berries. Captain, another Kazon patrol. We're taking heavy fire. I think we need to distract them. Yes, absolutely. Let's do that. This is the last one, so we can go all in. Gee, crap rolls of the dice. Tricorder decoy grants the team a chance to escape. They beam safely on board. Alright. We didn't get an injury-free bonus. Oh, at least Chakotay is now level 2. Let's have something. Alright, Captain, the away team is back with Ensign Seska and quite a haul. Should we move it to the cargo bay? I appreciate Neelix's enthusiasm, but I'm concerned about the long-term viability of these food sources and their actual nutritional value. Simply having a lot doesn't solve our problem. A valid point, Commander. We'll have the food analysed in the science lab. Okay, so we've got to research the apple-like fruits and weird roots in the science lab. We got some commentary here. Salazar's played it 3 times in a row. Most people played it twice in a row. I think it says enough about how much fun it is. Indeed. True Blue Canuck says, I'm a fan of Voyager. It makes me happy you say that. I might have to pick it up. Absolutely, I agree too. Voyager is Salazar's favourite show. My favourite in... You know what? It was the first Star Trek show that Kim and I watched together ever. So she's now a Trekker. Me too, of course, as you can tell by how much I'm enjoying the game. If you're a fan of the show, you got to get into it. It's just great. I love it. All right, so let's go to the ship and go to the science lab. We're going to swap a few people over. We're going to change this to the Doctor. Apparently the Doctor's better. Got a 16% research rate, so that's more. That's better. And what do we say? Tuvok and shields. Tuvok and shields. Okay, unfortunately, ours Chakotay is injured. Alright, we move Tuvok to shields. Plus 62 room efficiency. Oh, I'll tell you what, the shields are right up there now. Chakotay is here in the transporter room, but he'll be fine. You'll be fine, buddy. And what I didn't do is what I set out to do, was apple-like fruits and weird roots. Let's get that researched. Okay. So we need some more deuterium, as you do. Okay, Captain, we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down, structurally sound. We are going to send a shuttle. Yeah, absolutely. We'll get the best of it. Yes, that's what we want. Thank you very much. What's that? Janeway is my captain. I still love Next Generation, but the Lost in Deep Space is the best. Oh, so good. Janeway was, and still is, a damn fine captain. Or Admiral now, of course. Admiral Janeway. Okay, so we are going to, yep, absolutely go and check out the Phage. Thanks for the follow on Twitch there, True Blue Canuck. Greatly appreciated, mate. Right, so we have researched the apples and roots. Oh, we have a comms badge going off. State of flux. As the commander feared, the Leola routes aren't a long-term solution. We need to find other ways to stock our pantry. Suggestions? Captain says I was thinking about... Oh, sorry, Captain says. No, it's not Captain. Yes! Says, Captain, I was thinking about building a hydroponics bay. It will give the crew a chance to reconnect with the natural process of growing food. Tom says we could also hit up some local trading stations with the Aero Shuttle. Barter for supplies, do a little Delta Quadrant grocery shopping, so to speak. And Neelix says, but Captain, there are so many planets out there, we just need to keep exploring to find one brimming with the most delicious, nutritious delicacies. Think of the culinary adventures. Hydroponics, trade, exploration, all valid options. Thank you. Oh, Captain, regardless of your choice, the raw ingredients still need to be prepared. Naturally, I'd be honoured to apply my culinary skills. However, the mess hall lacks a proper galley. Would you be willing to sacrifice your private dining room for the greater good of the crew? Wonderful, I'll get to work straight away. Mess hall level 2 unlocked in the crew tech tree. Okay, so we need to go and upgrade that. Upgrade. Management. Upgrade. Okay. Okay, alright. Yep. Okay, so that's doing it. Don't wink at me anymore. Alright. How is everybody faring? Is he going to be fixed soon? He says he's injured. Hopefully he'll get better soon. Alright, that's Chakotay, that is. Right, so, have I... Alright, upgrade the mess hall. Repair the aerobase shuttle. Okay, can we do that? We have one work team available. Alright, repair that. Looking good. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Okay, let's just do a quick save. Just in case. Because we can save during this playthrough. Alright, the phage. Captain? Yeah, alright, I said that. Send it away, team. Uh-oh. Do we need an O-compa? We cannot send Chakotay. He is injured. Because he got shot. That's not good. We need somebody with some firepower and some science. So we'll take Mr. Tuvok. And we need some engineering. Harry's got some engineering. Neelix has a little bit. About the same, actually. Alright, we'll take Mr. Kim. Alright. Hopefully. Oh, we haven't got enough firepower. Who's got firepower? Kote, but he's sick. Can't take him. Alright, we're going to take Harry. Alright. Start the away mission. Captain, we're inside a cave system. Our tricorders are picking up strong dilithium signatures. Orders. Alright. If I remember rightly, Curd Nerd, maybe you could show True Blue how you can zoom in on every room and how beautiful the universe is when you zoom closer. It's a very overlooked feature. I may have said it already, but I've made more than 20 screenshots as desktop background. So cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. I'll do that in a second. The best rewards is this one. Perform a geological analysis. Okay, let's not fatigue the crew too much. We'll just take Harry's take on this one. Team performs analysis and finds no dilithium in the walls, begging the question, where does the signature come from? Oh, this is a scary outcome. Captain, we found a metal door protected by a sophisticated force field. It seems we're not alone. Orders. We could blow up the force field. We could deactivate the force field. I think that's what we're going to do. So, poor old Harry is fatigued already. We'll take... Oh, let's just blow it up. Let's just blow it up and go, yeah, go for it. get the gold. Gold standard. Team destroys force field and the door with a controlled explosion, revealing a constructed tunnel they enter. Captain, we're standing in a kind of operating room and someone has acquired quite the collection of organs. Oh no. Signs of anyone... Oh, sorry, no signs of anyone alive. Right, so we're going to try and recognise. That's the best outcome. Kess can do that. Good on you, Kess. Recognise some of the familiar-looking organs. Kess's medical knowledge and that enables her to examine the organs. They seem to have been infected with a strange flesh-eating disease. Oh yes. Suddenly a secret door opens and a hooded figure rushes out, holding a tricorder-like device. Captain, threat established. Orders. Okay, let's stand our ground and that's the best. Oh no, retreat. No rewards. If we stand our ground and we don't roll a red, we're going to be good. We're going to be good. Are we going to be good? No red. Don't lose a lung. Right. The stranger is intimidated by the crew's united front and flees into the darkness. Worried about further surprises, the team retreats to the ship. Unharmed, may I say. Excellent. Alright, so we got a level 3, 3 and a 3. Good job. Captain, the away team has returned. That was a close call. Quite. We cannot draw any definite conclusions as to what was down there. But what about a guest, Lieutenant? A guess? We're dealing with a species that appropriates organs, and our away team almost contributed to their collection. However, the why is not clear. Captain, an alien ship had just left the planetoid at warp speed. We can still follow their ion trail. We shall take pursuit. Our chance to find out why. Let's follow them. Okay, so as Salazar said, we can actually zoom right in to these stunning little vistas. You can get some nice little screenshots there. Very cool. You can actually zoom right out and you can actually tilt the orbital plane as well and go in like this. You can actually, that's about as far as you can go. Oh, thanks for following on Twitch, you almighty meatball. I didn't realise you hadn't. I thought you had already. What a gentleman. Live long and prosper, buddy. Right, so yeah, so you can get some of this action going. Can I move up? No, that's it. I can't get any higher on the plane. There we go. Anyway, so you can do some of that, and then if you go in the rooms, so for instance, we want to go in the science lab. We can see the doc in there doing sciencey things. Which is very cool. If we go to the sick bay, we can see nobody's in there helping, but there are some sick people. Lieutenant Carey, he's always in there. Okay, if we go to engineering itself, check out what Balana's doing. There she is, walking around. I love the audio. And up on level 2, the lads are doing something, keeping the old warp gore going. There's Seska, being a creep. Where is Jonas? That'll be Jonas, I reckon. You can't click on him. Anyway, so we are upgrading the metal. So anyway, that's what we're doing. So we're supposed to follow the planet, the alien ship, to its hideout, which is here, and confront them. Okay. What do we need? We're full of deuterium. We need some duranium. Now we have sponged just about everything there. Let's just have a look at the ship. Let's focus on that for a second. These things are nearly fixed. Let's just do a couple of in situ. There we go. We built the mess hall Level 2 aero shuttle bay has been repaired. We can assign heroes. Yeah, we did that. We did that. And mess hall, we can now take these guys off of replicator rations and put them onto normal rations. We've only got 450 food. So we'll do that. We're using 33 a day, which is okay. We'll get some more food. Don't you worry about that. What's the other thing? The aero bay is up and running. Do we put any heroes in here? Do we have any that aren't? Oh, looks like Chakotay's all well now. Thank you. No, there's nothing. We have no heroes left. That's why it's good to get max heroes. Alright, so we could start clearing out some of this deck here. Probably repair the hull. It would be a good thing. Let's assign a work team to that. Okay, looks like everything else is online and working. We have a good team going here. Right, yep. Do we have another work crew? We have one. Let's just clear that room. Okay. Let's head off and do the phage thing again. Enter the ship, clear the ruined room, go to the next one, clear that one, back to system. We can clear another ruined room, lovely, and there's another one just there, thank you very much. We are doing okay. We're getting some of this stuff back, because as we clear the rooms, we get more materials back. Curtain, it looks, of course, much better if you can turn and angle the picture when zoomed in, so you can see some of the planets or stars. But, all right, did I do that? Oh, like this. Right, I can see. I see what you're about. You zoom in here, like that. Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Oh, it's just, yeah, there we go. There we go, that's what it looks like. That's what we're talking about. That's the one. Bubba Grubby is following on Kick. Thank you, Bubba Grubby. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Alright, so yeah, so that's the zoom out feature. Anyway, what was I doing? That's it, back to normal. We were doing the phage, and before we do the phage, the quick little save there, because bad things happen with the Vidians. Okay, let's resume. I assume that's saved, yes. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. We can continue because I have saved. Tom, there is an alien ship dropping out of warp and went inside the asteroid. Do we follow? Let's scan the interior first. What are we dealing with? Strange, I can't scan the interior. The surface stratum, Tectonicus, is a neutronium alloy, not a natural formation. It's like somebody built this asteroid. Enter the asteroid. Take us in, let's see what they're up to. Oh no, mirror, mirror on the wall. Sounds like a good episode for the original series. Voyager plunges into the heart of the asteroid and encounters an unexpected sight. A vast chamber of mirrored walls, creating endless reflections of the alien starship and Voyager. Lost in a sea of duplicates, the crew must act before they are ambushed. Right. We shall continue. A hall of mirrors. Can we identify the real ship? We're still picking up on their ion trail, but they could have left a fake one. So we fly straight into one of these walls. Okay, so we got some choices. Let's have a look. We could use the fire phasers as a searchlight to find the real ship. Chance is 90%. So 90%. That's a good one. We could just follow the Iron Trail. Full risk. Only 60%. Tom Paris level 2. We have another 90% chance. Let Tom navigate through the hall mirror. Let's use the phasers as a searchlight. Reduce phaser power and send out a continuous beam until it hits something non-reflective. Their ship. Success, adjusting phaser azimuth to 15 degrees, Captain. Hidden in plain sight with no clear target, the phaser beams brilliant light ricochets off the mirrored surfaces. The chamber becomes a dazzling maze of energy, finally revealing the true alien ship hidden among the illusion. Very good. We have found the real ship. Scanners are picking up 2 weak bioelectric signatures. Alright. They're powering up their engine, Captain. Beam lifeboards on board based on approximate location. That gives us a 95% chance. Or, tractor beam level 1, another 95% chance. Fire tractor beam in approximate direction. Let's beam the life forms on board. Lock on their bioelectric signatures and beam them on board. Success! We have them, Captain. Okay, the disfigured. In the transporter room, the captured aliens materialize, their bodies ravaged by rot. The crew exchange uneasy glances. What has caused the aliens' horrifying disfigurement? The Phage. You're aboard the Federation starship Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway. I am Dereth. This is Mortua. We are of the Vidian Sodality. Poor bugger. I demand an explanation for what has happened in the caves. I'm so very sorry we tried to attack you. Normally we harvest from the dead, but time was running short. It is the Phage, you see. My people have been stricken with this disease for eons. It consumes our bodies, eats us up alive. The only way to fight it is to gather organs and graft them. I'm in mortal peril and in dire need of a lung. But this is not your problem, Captain. Let us go and you'll never see us again. Okay, let's be nice, guys. Let's create artificial lung transplant donor lung. Who's gonna donor the lungs? No way. Alright, let's create artificial lungs. There's a 90 what have we got here? 90% chance. Let's take the artificial lungs. It might be only a temporary solution, but we could create artificial lungs. Success, Captain. The process was a success, but the phage disease has already, unfortunately, begun attacking the new organ. It will only be a temporary solution. Delazar says, I've always wanted to know what happens when you choose this donate a lung option. Too late now. Sorry. We get a Vidian surgical device unlocked in the crew tech tree. Yeah, who is volunteering? I take all the time I can get. Thank you. I'll never forget your mercy, Captain Janeway. As a token of my gratitude, take our surgical device. It will help you. Vidian surgical device unlocked in the crew tech tree. Excellent. Thank you, Mortua. Farewell. Helm, we return to our old course. Good job, Captain Janeway. Alright. We still need to collect some of this food so we can finish State of Flux. We have 13 minutes on the clock to go. Let us gather a little bit more of this bad boy stuff here. Grab that. We'll see if there are any other sectors to find. We want to salvage as much as we can, easily as we can. Let's send a shuttle. Nice job. We are full of that. Alright, other sectors. we haven't even begun to explore this sector yet. So, we have done our dash on resources there. Let's go. The ruined room has been fixed. Okay, and we do another ruined room. We are still fixing the... yeah, we're only 2 off. Okay, that's good. Alright, that ruined room has been done. Let's take away the extra team fixing the hull. Unassign. Alright. Let's fix this. And we need... What are we going to need? Let's have a look in research. The biolab was something we were going to get ages ago. Yeah, because we need gel packs really quickly. So in the crew, it said in the crew one, we had mess hall level 2. Badian surgical device. Right, so that has been unlocked. We don't need to research that. That's done. Okay, cool. And we should unlock tier 2 kind of here for all the sick bay things soon. Okay. So we'll get that removed. Okay, and then when the biolab comes online, we'll build the biolabs. Your mess hall ran out of food. Okay. Well, let's fix that. We'll go into premier replicator rations for a little bit. Don't want morale going down. We want it going up. Alright. There is a cloud. What do we got here? Oh, somewhere to fix our ship, but don't really need that because I fixed it already. Alright, so we still need food and a grand scale. There's food over here. Doesn't say how much food, because we haven't researched the resource allocation thing yet. So let's just do that. Hop over here. See if we can't get some more food. Ruined room. Let's go and fix that. Alright, so we do have a trade. If Voyager offers... Oh, we can get deuterium spires in 11 days. Well, that's boring as batshit. Food would have been good. Right, so we'll dismiss that one. Don't really care about that shopping list there. Let's go back to the system. Abandoned space station. Okay, max food. Let's get as much. We're going to use a torpedo. First time I've seen that come up. Let's try that one. And hope we didn't waste one. Okay, we got 705 food. Data flux. I never got a trade when I needed it. Indeed, Mega Lonix, I think it's how you say it. 07. Not 07. Live long and prosper. Data flux. There was something on the ship that took my... No, get out of it. Took my attention. Why can't I move around? Answer the distress call. Alright. Alright. Freaking hell. Peace and long life. Thank you, mate. Captain, we're picking up a distress call on screen. Anyone who can hear this message, lost control of the bridge. Ship is falling apart. Please help now. This is Knut. Good old Knut. Captain, this may be a trap. Alright, we can do a general scan of the Kazon ship. We can do a analyze damage to the Kazon ship. Yeah, let's analyze the damage. Can we determine if they sustain genuine damage? It's fluctuating nuclonic patterns might indicate a reactor breakdown on board. Okay. Scan for other ships. Any other ships? Showing up nothing. Do a scan of their ship. See what we're dealing with. The ship is identical to the Kazon Nistrum Raider. We previously encountered, Captain. Okay. Kazon Nistron is one of the most violent sects in the entire Kazon collective. Go investigate. Okay. We'll help, but be cautious. This could be an opportunity to make new friends. Oh, she's always on the optimistic side. Or enemies. Okay, investigate the distress call on the next star system. We are still trying to make food. Let's put another. We got the juice and stuff. We'll repair another deck. This deck here. That way we could probably fit in another. What's it called? Hydroponics. A bigger one when we research that eventually. Slot that in there somewhere. Engineering. We've got something going on. Excess power. Captain, I've been reviewing our power grid. We're losing too much excess energy from the warp core. It just dissipates. By building dedicated high-capacity batteries, we could store that wasted energy. It's a proactive step which could create a massive reserve to cover situations where our energy consumption exceeds the warp core's output. Okay, let's build a battery compartment within 20 cycles. We can do that. Do I have a little baby room for that? Okay, let's take one of these little rooms. That's not the droids I'm looking for. Batteries, here we are. And yep, we'll slot her in there. Actually, no, we won't slot her in there. We'll cancel that. We'll slot her in there. Next to the other battery one, so I can keep on track on all these batteries. There we go. Can we see the battery compartment? Oh, it's like a mini warp core. Very nice. Alright, so we'll have another mini warp core just there. Lovely jubblies. Alright, so we have to go the distress call. That's that one there. State of flux again. We need more food so we can tick off the food thing. I did really want to get more food, but anyway, let's get this food here first. Do we have a time period on the Kazon distress call? No, just the excess power. Okay, which is being built, so that's good. All right, let's get some more food. Try what am I going to do? Captain found a wreckage of a small vessel, heavily damaged, emitting radiation, about to explode. Try to carefully salvage resources scattered around the radiating wrecked vessel. Or send a team to try to stabilize the ship from the inside. Alright, let's try that one. Come on down. Yay! And we got all the foods. Captain, you must see the cargo bay. Our pantry is positively bursting with the most magnificent delicacies. Now that the hard work is behind us, we can finally move on to the fun part, the preparation. Just imagine the possibilities. Lacquer loggerhead eggs whisked to perfection, a hearty Leola roof pilaf, followed by a decadent Lorien pudding. I promise you, your taste buds will melt away. I can't tell if he means that literally. In any case, the results speak for themselves. Our food stores are well stocked. Mission accomplished, Captain. Well done, says Chakotay. Plus 400 morale. We are at max morale, and we've got 19 on the plus. We have max hull. We are doing all right. Okay, we do need some deuterium, though. Okay, deuterium just there. Scan the station for any left. Oh, right, sorry. Captain sensors detect a space station. The hull of a space station is breached. We find no life signs. Finding resources could be difficult. Let's go for the easy option. Pretty good, but we got some. Bit in the kick in the head. Okay, and lucky last, we need some duranium from this planet here. Okay, the battery compartment is up and running. Thank you very much. Crew has got another 200 morale, although we didn't really need it. So we have 2 battery compartments side by side there. Doing well. You know what? I think we need some more science. We really do. We're getting 1 pissy little science per thingo. I know we need the biolab. Come on, where's this biolab happening? 1 more turn. Alright, let's just do 1 turn. Life support on that deck. The biolab has been done. Excellent, Smithers. Okay, let's... Where do we want? We wanted science, didn't we? Science level 2. We have the biolab. Let's go hydroponics bay level 2. So we get 75 every 10 cycles. Probably a good effort there. Let's whack a biolab in here. Technology biolab. Missing 80 uranium. Holy shit. Alright, let's go find some. There's some just there. Can we get 80? We can 94. Good roll. Nice. Now we can build the biolab. Thank you very much. Build the biolab just here. And we got room for a little battery compartment still. We'll put another one there, so we'll have all our battery compartments all in a row. Very nice. Biolab is done. We shall grab some more duranium. Okay, let's... Oh, we don't use a torpedo here, so let's do that one. Excellent. We are good to go. Right, so we need to go and see if Canut can be saved. What we will do is do a quick manual save first. Oh, we are out of time. We are out of time. That's the end of the stream tonight. Sorry guys, I got very excited there, as we do. Live long and prosper. Have a fantastic one. Tomorrow night we're playing Elite Dangerous, of course. For all my Elite Dangerous fans, we have a great time playing that game. So, same bat time, same bat channel. I have pushed the time we start forward by 30 minutes. We seem to be having dinner earlier and earlier because we went back to winter time. So, yeah, we can start the streams at about 6 p.m. my time, which is, yeah, I think it's, I want to say 1800 UTC. About right. Anyway, we'll see you at Elite Dangerous tomorrow night. We're going to do some more exploring. I'm out in, I won't say deep space, but deep enough. And we're going to explore our way back to the carrier to see what other great things we can do. So, alright, thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.